Oh, yes. All right, everyone. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day, everyone.
From the C. Allen Morning Show. All right, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. When I tell you I'm a little fired up today, yes. I'm sorry, Trendy Lindy. You're going to have to calm me down today. Mm-hmm. If you're just tuning in, everyone, well, first of all, happy Veterans Day. This is C. Allen here. I'm going to get you, Alonzo. I saw that. This is C. Allen here live on the C. Allen Morning Show. I'm telling you today, I believe, we may want to call this a state of emergency address. Today, we have to talk about workers, not wishers. I want you to turn that radio dial up because today we're going to have an intense conversation about working. You know, everyone's so excited that President Obama is back in office or never left office. Everyone's so excited about that, Trendy Lindy.
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry, let me back up. Good morning, Trendy Lindy.
Good morning, C. Allen. Good morning, everyone.
All right, everyone, listen here before we get started here.
You're on fire,
I'm on
C.
fire.
Allen.
I'm sorry. Before we get started today, we wanted to let all of our listeners know that it is crucial that every year at this time, the Bennett Career Institute at 700 Monroe Street Northeast, we do a charity event. We give back. This year, we're doing the same like last year. Last year, we raised, because of you, $1,000 that we gave to the Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute. This year, we wanted to do something that would touch them a little more personable. So the Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute, we're going to get gift cards. They asked for gift cards and smart trip cards. So we're having a fundraiser benefit hair fashion show this coming Sunday the 18th at 6 p.m. The tickets are only $10. All the proceeds is going to go to Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute. All of the students, the classes they're putting on an awesome, trendy presentation.
Yes.
And last year it was awesome. This year we want you to come out. It's on our website, CALANmorningshow.com. If you cannot attend the event but you want to donate so we can give, our goal is to get another $1,000 so we can do 40 $25 gift cards in grocery stores as well as smart trip cards so they can be able to get back and forth before their chemotherapy treatment. So it is very important. And someone says to me, well, C. Allen, why Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute? Because I created the 3W Project, Trendy, that is Wigs for Wonderful Women. This is where during this time of the year, where we kick it in full force, a lot of women who are going through chemotherapy, they're losing their hair or they've lost their hair. And holiday times, they may be down and out. They don't want to go to a Christmas party. They don't want to hang out because they have no hair. And what I have done is work with the great students at the Bennett Career Institute and the C. Allen Morning Show team, Trendy Lindy and I. What we've done is we have made wigs, and the students have made wigs, hand-sewn wigs that we've made from scratch, just to be able to cut and style on those clients who come in from the Washington Hospital Center. In order for us to do those things, of course, we need to make sure that we have proceeds. So, but this year, all of the money is going to go to Washington Hospital Cancer Institute so we can be able to give them the gift cards and the food cards and all that kind of stuff for them for Christmas. So I want you to come out. The number 202-526-1400, extension
25.
Extension 25. This is where you can pick up your tickets or leave your donation for Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute, and that's going to be on this coming Sunday. So we're very excited about that. Also, we're glad to say now that this is the last week that we're doing the 50% off the tribute to working women. If you're just tuning in because you're home for the holiday, what we have done at our C. Allen Salon, at our C. Allen Signature Salon at 705 Florida Avenue, we have been doing a special for the working woman. Because of the economy, because of everything that's going on, we said this is for the lady who's always taking care of everybody else but don't have time for herself. This is for the woman she's retired, but she spends so many hours working at the church, or so many hours working with her grandkids or the children that she's raising, that she never have time for herself. This is for the lady that I see who come into the Bennett Career Institute and bring your children and grandchildren, but you sit out in the lobby and wait because you don't have enough money for everybody, but you're tired of the little ones crying about how they tease her at school about how bad her hair looked. We wanted to do something for you. What we decided to do at the 705 Florida Avenue, we gave every single thing in there. All services was 50% off, from full weaves to just a regular wet set. Yeah. So we did that because we wanted you to take time for yourself. You know, I got offended because sometimes people just think that when we get on the air, because I'm a business owner, that we're trying to come up with gimmicks to try to make money and all that. Let me tell you something, sweetie. There's no gimmick when we're asking our stylists to give 50% off of their work. Yes. Not only is that a sacrifice for them, but they're trying to listen to their leader. They're trying to believe in me that they will have a better future by giving back to other people. It's more than just about this is a season of giving, but it's about reality. You need to practice what you preach. What are you doing for someone else? Today, we're talking about workers in a minute, but let me just finish this. The 705, this is the final week. If you would like to take part in coming out to get your hair done for 50% off, you need to call me, 202-526-1400, extension 19. This rings on my desk. I want to make the appointment because there have been times that the listeners will call in, flood my phones up, and don't show up for their appointment. Mm-hmm. And we have blocked that time out that we could have gave to that nursing lady who's been working double shifts to raise her family. Or we could have gave it to, you know, the bus driver who said, I finally got a day off.
Yes. Yes. And
we couldn't do that because some of you all have made appointments and didn't show up for those appointments, which is a shame and the devil. Please don't get me started. This is C. Allen here, the C. Allen Morning Show. I'm telling you, you owe it to yourself. This is the final week, 50% off. One of the things that I would like to do this week for my first 5 callers, I am going to give you the free hydration station. What is that, Alonzo? Let me tell you, the free hydration station is a top-of-the-line steamer that is going to help winterize that hair. The weather is changing. Yes. What does that mean, C. Allen? That means is that your hair, you're going to start wearing hats, and you're going to start wearing a lot of different scarves. And what's going to happen is that due to the cold weather, your hair is going to become somewhat brittle. The moisture is going to be leaving because of the climate change. And what we have to do is we have to be able to build that moisture back in your hair. And so it's easy for you, for those of you who don't have any money at all, yes, you go get you some cholesterol, baby, and put you a plastic cap on your head, and you walk around the house for 30 minutes and let the heat from your body do the job. And that works too. Yes, indeed. But I want to treat you. I want you to come to the 705 Signature Salon location, and I want to treat you. I want you to be able to get your hair winterized on me. The first 5 callers, don't call the radio station, call my desk. No, I'm not there, but I will get your messages today, and I will book those appointments. You owe it to yourself. The 50% off. And you know what's so funny? What's so funny is a lot of people feel as though they are really reluctant in going into a salon or someplace that they haven't been before. But I have an awesome story I'm going to share. Let's see what Tanika's talking about, and then we're going to go into Tamika. Let's see what Tamika's talking about, and then I got to share this story with you about some people that's reluctant to go to stylists that they've never been before. Tamika, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Awesome. How can I help you this morning, Tamika?
Yes, I was calling to discuss the topic about why stylists are struggling to build a clientele.
Okay. All right. So, thank you, Tamika. So, are you trying to tell C. Allen to get busy, Tamika? Because are you saying I'm ratting on Tamika?
No, I know you're busy. I just want to help my fellow stylists.
Okay, Tamika, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Huntsville, Alabama.
Huntsville, Alabama. Okay, all right. All right, so Tamika, well, let's jump right into the topic since you called. I'll share my story in a minute. Tamika, today's topic is workers, not wishers. We're talking about what is going on with these new age stylists. My question for you, Tamika, is, why is it so hard to build a clientele? Why are people making so many excuses? Now that the president is in office, what are we going to do? Sweetie, we cannot keep wishing upon a star. What in the world is going on with these everyday stylists? Tamika, I want you to hold on there because I know you're ready to go in Huntsville, Alabama, but we got to take a quick break. When we come back, everybody, we have Tamika from Huntsville, Alabama. She's going to tell these fellow stylists how to build their clientele, or why they haven't built a clientele. This is C. Allen, Trendy Lindy. It's going to get hot. You better call your hairstyles, get out that bed, tell her C. Allen is coming her way. We'll be right back after these messages. All right. All right, everyone, we're back here live here, C. Allen Morning Show. Today we're talking about workers, not wishers. If you're just tuning in, this is the final week for that 50% off. I'm throwing in the free hydration station, 202-526-1400, extension 19. Tamika, talk to me about building that clientele from Huntsville, Alabama. Talk to me.
Okay, see, Allen, I'm a military wife, so we've had to move around the country a lot. And I'm a hairstylist, so I've had to build my clientele over and over. So when I talk to stylists, I talk to them and they tell me, I'm having a hard time building a clientele. First of all, their problem is they don't establish consistent work hours of their operation.
Ooh, you gotta preach, Tamika.
Now, Tamika, now wait a minute, Tamika.
That's a long list now.
Okay, well, go ahead, Tamika, because you about to have me do a Holy Ghost shout in here. Go ahead, Tamika. Well, first, repeat that again.
They do not establish consistent work hours of their operation.
Okay.
Okay, like I said, I'm a military wife, so I came to Huntsville and I built the clientele in 30 days. Everywhere I went, I built the clientele in 30 days.
Okay, so how did you build the clientele in 30 days?
Okay, I have professional pictures of my work.
Okay.
I on my business cards do not just have words. Okay, you have to have professional pictures, that something attractive to people.
Okay.
That attracts people. Is not just having words on your card or your flyers. People do not want to look at flyers with just words. They want to see what you can do.
Definitely.
They want to see what you can do. And then another thing, that these stylists are not going to work on time.
Okay.
Okay, if you're going to work 3 days a week, work 3 days a week. If you're going to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, or you just want to work 1 day a week, you need to be at work that one day. And you need to be there from your operation the time that you say you're going to be there.
Okay, so Tamika, let me ask you this question. One of the biggest problems that I'm having is exactly what you just said. Now, I have brand new stylists. I'm not going to mention any names. And what will happen is that I will call there during the week and they're never there. And they're telling me that I don't want to just sit. There's nothing going on, Sea Island, so I don't want to just sit. And I'm trying to explain to them, and maybe it will come better from you, from Huntsville, Alabama. Baby, there's no way you're going to build your clientele if you're not there. It is a waiting game. You're going to have to be there in order to build.
I am also a Mazzani educator.
Okay.
Go in there and pull out those mannequins and practice on your craft.
Okay, well then let me ask you this. Now, wait a minute, Tamika. Wait a minute now. I have had stylists to say that the salon is not the place to work on the mannequins, because when clients come in there, they feel like that you're still practicing because you're working on your mannequin and not on a live person. What would you say to them stylists?
That's not true, because as long as you are an imperfect human being, there is I don't care how good of a stylist you are, you still have to do education. You still have to train.
That's
okay.
True.
Okay, go ahead, Tamika. We got to go. Go ahead, give me another one.
Okay, and they're double scheduling their clients.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You cannot double schedule. your client.
Because what's happening, Tamika, is that we are now in the kind of society that everybody, it's the McDonald's syndrome. Everybody want it right now. No one wants to wait for it. And that is the same on the opposite end as the client. We don't want to have an 11 o'clock appointment and come there, not only somebody sitting in the chair, but somebody else beside you tell you they have an 11 o'clock appointment.
Exactly. You cannot double schedule. What I'm doing, I had called in before and talked about my project that we're doing. We have a magazine app, and we're helping young stylists to build their clientele. We also have it where you can book appointments online from the app. You can look us up at www.hairdiagram.com.
Hair diagram, exactly. I think that's wonderful. Yes, all right, Tamika, thank you so much, baby. I want you to keep listening to us, and I want you to keep motivating the stylists, because one of the things that we're going to talk about later in the show in my notes is, where is the mentorship? I believe, Tamika, that part of our problem is that there is a lack of leadership, either in the home, in the salon. Mm-hmm. Everybody that's a salon manager is not a salon manager. Mm-hmm. Everyone that's a salon owner really should not be a salon owner. The question is, and let me just ask you this really quickly, what is your take on the mentorship? Because I think part of the problem is, when you new in the industry, you need to have somebody to cling on to that they can help and guide you. Where has that gone, Tamika?
That's true. I think a lot of stylists are afraid that some of the new stylists may take what they have, but what people don't understand is it's enough money for everybody. You can't be afraid that somebody is going to come in and outshine you. That's not what it's all about. We need to share with each other, what we have. And that's what is going on.
Okay, because one of the things that, and thank you, Tamika, one of the things that I have told everyone is that what we have to understand is that all of us, our hands are different. All of us is different. Thank you, Tamika. All of us, our hands are different. We all have different talents and abilities. When I tell you, I was in Mississippi. I was in Mississippi. It was 12. I was 12 years old. I was in Mississippi. It was in Alabama. I was in Alabama. And I was 12 years. Tamika gone? Okay, good. I was in Alabama, and my pastor preached. No, I'm sorry, Lord. It was Arkansas. I was in Arkansas, okay. And my pastor preached, "What do you have in your hands?"
Yes.
Alonzo, I was 12 years old. That sermon changed my life. What do you have in your hands? That is my absolute favorite sermon, and it is true. Think about your fingerprint, everybody. We all have a different fingerprint. All of us, we have something different. God has given all of us different talents and abilities. I don't care how good you can do hair. You can show people over and over and over again. They may get a technique, and they may get it almost to perfection, but it will never be you, because you are different.
That's right.
We all are different. So then why aren't you mentoring people?
Why?
So listen here, everybody. So today we're talking about, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about workers, not wishers. So Lindy, come on and talk to me here. We're talking about workers, not wishers. What I mean by wishers, I'm talking about all of you who's sitting around talking about you want a big clientele. Oh my God, I want to be booked 3 months out. But what are you doing to get to that? I'm so tired of people, and this is not just in the beauty industry, this is just in general. Why are we wasting our time sitting around daydreaming?
That's right.
Everybody jumping up and down that the president got back in office, and the president's still in office, and we jumping up and down. But did you hear what the president said? The president said that I'm looking for people who can get up and make a living and work for themselves. I'm looking for people who can get out there and make it happen. I'm looking for people that is going to provide. If I provide you an equal opportunity, that you take advantage of it and make it work for yourself. Why are you jumping up and down and you still not doing anything?
Exactly.
It bothers me, because I see so many young people out here coming to and fro, and what are you doing? Nothing. We are the mentors. All of you that are listening to the morning show, it doesn't forget about beauty. I'm talking about in general. Why aren't you helping somebody else? You sitting back with your retired self doing absolutely nothing, or a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But why aren't you instilling into the lives of other people? I was telling Trendy on a commercial break that my mother, Joyce Bennett, made all of us get a job at 14. 14, we could get a work permit. At 14, we all worked. Everyone in our house worked. I've been working since I was 14, and I'm still working today. And how old am I? 44. I've been working 30 years. At the end of the day, everyone, don't hate me driving a Mercedes-Benz boo-boo, because what are you bringing to the table? The problem that I have with a lot of us, especially our folk, is we always looking at other people. We're looking at what other people have, but you don't know the story.
That's right.
You don't know that I've been working. I would never forget my first job was $3.10 an hour working at the old folks' home by my high school. And I went there. I went to work every single day. And what I'm telling you is that we got too many people that are looking for making excuses.
Yeah.
We have too many people that don't want to work.
That's right.
Everybody's looking for a handout, and I got a problem with that.
That's right.
And I'm not just talking about black folk. I'm talking about all folk. Everybody always wants something for nothing. Get your lazy butt up and do something.
That's right.
What does that mean? What does that mean? That means it starts with education. You need some education. If you had education, a lot of these things would not have to happen. You cannot look at your present situation. I have a student, and the student said to me, I said, do you have an anger management? Because the student had cussed out a teacher. So the first thing I said, Alonzo, is, where's your mother? He said, in jail. I said, where's your dad? He said, just got out of jail. I said, have you been locked up? He said, yes. And I said, but guess what? That was yesterday. Today is a new day.
That's right.
Stop thinking about you didn't have mama here for your sweet 16. Stop thinking about nobody gave you a bicycle. All of that stuff has to be put aside. Right now, we're looking for workers.
Yes.
I got a problem when I hear people tell me that Spanish people are taking all the jobs. I have a problem when they say that, because when I go when I go to Home Depot to get some items from my house, who do I see out there? I see the majority Spanish people and maybe 1 or 2 African Americans.
That's right.
So, I have a major problem today, everybody. Listen now. When we come back from break, Trendy is going to talk about her workers and the 10 ways. What is it?
10. It's a formula, 10W formula on how to become a worker instead of a wisher. How to become a worker instead of a wisher. I'm telling you, everybody, I'm kind of fired up today because I see everybody jumping all around because, the president's in office and they thinking that, well, I don't understand. What are you jumping around for? Because at the end of the day, what is it that you're going to do with yourself? And Martin Luther King book, Why Can't We Wait? He said, I have heard what you said, what the white folk has done to us. I have seen what the white folks have done to us. But my question is, what have you done for yourself? Yes.
Henrietta Robinson on the line, everybody. Henrietta Robinson, I'm telling you, this is a fabulous business financial woman here. She's my personal financier, and I'm so glad that she's actually listened to the show this morning. We got to go to break, but go ahead and get started, Henrietta. How can I help you this morning?
Oh, good morning, C. Allen. Okay, well, I just had to chime in because this is a business issue. This is, I've always told you that I have a great respect for hairstylists and barbers because whether they believe it or not, they are self-employed. There are very few salons that have W-2 stylists working for them.
Exactly.
Is there any that exist at all?
Okay, Henrietta, hold that right there because I know you got something good to say. We got to go to break real quick. Hold the line now. Everybody, we'll be right back. This is C. Allen Morning Show. We got Miss Henrietta Robinson. She just opened up a new school. She's going to tell us all about that when we come back after these messages.
1450 WOL.
All right, everybody, we're back here live. The C. Allen Morning Show. If you're just tuning in and riding down the street, we just got off from a Huntsville, Alabama call here. We have listeners all across the U.S. We're talking today about workers, not wishers. We're talking today about you changing your situation. Stop daydreaming, get back to work. If you did not get the commercial, 202-526 1400 extension 19. For my first 5 callers, we're giving you the free hydration station along with your 50% off service. This is the last week that we're doing it at the Signature Salon. We do have parking in the rear. All right, Henrietta, finish up what you were saying, darling.
Okay, thank you, C. Allen. Okay, so as far as it goes, you know, the one thing that is missing in all small business industries, straight across the board, that is marketing. That is the knowledge of marketing. You know, when you're looking at how to build a clientele, let me tell you, marketing is ongoing. It never stops.
That's right.
Now, when you are the one standing behind the chair doing the work, guess what? Marketing should still be taking place, even while you're sitting behind that chair. So it's different ways and different processes to go about getting your name out there all the time. Now, the one thing about the beauty industry, C. Allen, is that there's a place. If someone just simply wants to make $30,000 a year, there's a place for them. If someone wants to make a living $60,000 a year, there's a place for them.
Okay.
But then you get the people who are more aggressive. They're the people that look at 24/7. They know that in order to continue building their clientele and furthering their career, that they have to look at a better way to utilize their 24/7.
Yes.
You know, C. Allen, I've been telling people this for years. The only difference between the rich and the poor is how we use our 24 hours.
Yes.
That is the one equalizer between all of us.
Yes, indeed.
Everyone has 24 hours in a day. When I speak to people and ask them, give me a breakdown of your day, I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, I'm too busy. I have kids. I have this. Oh, well, I want to have a life. Well, let's look at that 24 hours. Does your 24 hours consist of 8 hours of work, 8 hours of leisure, 8 hours of sleep? If so, guess what? Now it's time to readjust those 24 hours.
That's right.
Instead of 24 hours of leisure, if those 24 hours of leisure consist of 5 hours of television, it's time for something to go.
Almost definitely. And I'm going to say this, Henrietta, because we got to go. But listen, what's so important about that, because I want you to tell me about your business really quickly, but what's important about that is part of us, the problem that we're having in reference to working, not wishers. We spend too many time wishing. We spend too many time daydreaming. And what's most important, what you said, is we don't use our time wisely.
Yes.
How many talk shows and television shows are we watching a day?
That's right.
How many people DVR so many shows that it's so funny you said that, Ms. Robinson, because I said to my mother the other night, I said, I think I'm going to do like Oprah and take my TV out of the bedroom. So when I go into the bedroom, I'll go into the bedroom to sleep and then make more productive time out of my 24/7. That was really good, Henrietta. Now tell us exactly what you're doing and where your business is.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been 1 full year now.
Congratulations.
To me, thank you. That I made the decision to launch a technology training school. Now, I have a background not only in business administration, business and marketing and sales, but also a background as a systems software engineer. And I was looking at, all of these schools that were popping up, and there was getting a lot of bad press behind it. And this opportunity just landed in my lap one day. It was someone else's dream and desire to open a training school, a technology-based training school. So in stepping in and helping this person, when they decided, okay, I really don't want to put in the time, don't want to put in the work, don't want to put in the money, I had already done the feasibility study on the business and knew it was a good deal. I stepped in without a moment's notice, signed the lease.
And what's the name of it?
It's Zenith Technology Institute. We're located out near BWI Airport in the Business District, and we also are affiliated with Leday Baltimore, which is an authorized Adobe training center, and I found this out a week ago, we just became an authorized Autodesk training center.
Perfect.
There are only about 20 in the U.S.
Perfect. Give us the phone number for anybody that's interested in going to this institute. What's the phone number?
Thank you. The phone number is 410-635-4307, and we have students coming from all over the U.S.
Very good.
Don't feel you're restricted to just the D.C. metropolitan area.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I do. The website is ZTINSTIUTE.com. So ZTInstitute.com, and it will show you our extensive list of training classes. And one quick thing, I will say, my very first student was a salon owner.
Wow, very good. Okay, Henrietta Robinson, so this is what we're going to do. What we're going to do is email me all this information so we can put it up on our website. So if anyone missed it, they can go to CALANmorningshow.com, and then we'll have the link click directly to your website. So email that stuff to me now. Email that information to me now, and then I'll be able to make sure we put it up for the listeners. Thank you so much, Henrietta, and we love you dearly. All right?
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
You too. All right, go ahead.
Something you said, C. Allen, you said your favorite message was, what do you have in your hands?
Yes.
That's ironic. That is one of my favorite scriptures is God has given us the power in our hands to get wealth. There are so many people that are waiting to win a lottery and waiting for Ed McMahon to visit their home.
Katina Racer. Go ahead.
Yes, I mean, they're waiting to have these things to magically pop into their lives when he has given us the power in our hands to get wealth. So I want to give you 10 steps on becoming a worker. If you have been wishing on a star, waiting on something to happen magically in your life, that day is over with. It's time now to put your hand to the plow, roll up your sleeves, and get to work. So for some of you who feel like you're stuck in a rut and you really want to get out but you don't know how, I'm going to give you a few simple steps on making a change. And if you do these simple steps, it's guaranteed to change your life. So if you will, get your pen and a paper and write these things down. We're going to start with number 1. The first thing is wake up. Stop wishing. It's time for you to get a vision.
All right.
Wake up. Get the crust out your eyes and get you a vision. Stop daydreaming. That's number 1. Number 2, wash your face. Like I said, get the crust out your eyes. Get yourself a vision. Some of you are sleeping giants. You have awesome gifts and talents laying dormant inside of you. It's time to stir up the gifts.
That's
Wake the gifts up. So wash your face and get moving. Get yourself a cup of coffee if you need to, whatever it takes, but wash your face and get up. Number 3, what are you going to do?
All right.
Like Mr. Bennett said, some of us, we're all excited about Obama being reelected and all of those things, but Obama can't do these things for you.
That's
you
right.
have to do it.
Go ahead.
Your mother can't do it, and some spiritual people wait for God to do it. He has done it all on the cross. It's time for you to do it.
Go ahead.
What are you going to do? It's time to get a plan, set some goals, and be like Nike. Just do it.
I know that's right,
Okay,
Trinity.
so number 4.
Get a plan, set some goals, and be like Nike. Just do it.
That's right. Just do it. And number 4, the question is, when will you do it? I will answer that for you now.
Right now.
Now is the time. Not tomorrow. Not I'm going to start on Monday. But now is the time.
That's
so
right.
get busy right now. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5. The W word is waste.
Yes.
Stop wasting time. We are wasting too much time. Miss Robinson hit it on the nail. We are watching too much reality shows. We're hanging around people who aren't going anywhere. If you are the smartest person in your circle, it's time to get a new circle.
It's time to get a new circle.
Change up and stop wasting so much time.
That's right.
Number 6 is work. Work smart and not work hard. Some of us, we're not using the right tools to get to where we need to get. We need to get a mentor. Someone has been down the path that we're going down. Find that person, invest in that person,
That's right.
and then try to get them to be your mentor. So work smarter instead of harder. And then number 7 is the words that we speak out of our mouths.
That's right.
Words that we allow people to speak into our lives. We got to monitor that. Speak positive words. Even I told one of our stylists, I know you don't have anyone on your book today, but you start proclaiming.
That's
Clients are getting ready to come all from north, south, east, and West and sit in my chair. You just start speaking it. And some of you say, well, that's not reality. Well, it can be reality if you believe it and you start speaking it. So make sure we speak positive and encouraging words.
And Trendy, you know, that's really good. And Siobhan Smitty, I know you listen. Siobhan Smitty says she better say, just do it. Nike, you just do it. But, you know, I think what's important is, Trendy, say that last one again.
Words, speak positive words.
Yes, because let me just tell y'all something. Most of us, we surrounding ourselves with the wrong people, and those people are constantly being negative. How many of you right now have those kind of negative people in your life? How in the world are you going to change from wishing to actually working? You got to get rid of all that negativity. All those folks, all those naysayers, they got to go.
They have to go.
Go ahead.
The new year's coming in. You have to make a change. And that would be one of my changes. Okay. So we're going to move on. The next W word is watch. You have to watch. You have to watch when you're slipping back into those old habits and start from phase 1, waking up again. So you got to watch when you're slipping into old habits. And then you have to watch out for opportunities. Opportunities come to us all. But are you in a position to recognize it when it comes? Do you know what it looks like when it comes? Are you prepared to take advantage of it when it comes?
That's right.
So watch out for your opportunities, and watch out for things that's trying to slip in that you need to continue to keep out. You have to guard your space and guard your life. The ninth thing is to wait. A lot of us are impatient.
That's right.
We want it now. We want instant gratification, but nothing comes if it comes fast, it's going to leave fast. So you have to take the time and let things process so that you can get what you want.
And let me tell you something. Rome wasn't built overnight.
Preach it.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right.
Why are we so fast and so in a hurry? And half of us who are so fast and so in a hurry, we're not even properly trained and even ready to take the blessing. If the blessing was thrown in our lap, we wouldn't know what to do with it. What's number 10?
And number 10 is at the end you win. The last one is win. You have to see at the end of this tunnel, at the end of all of this struggle, aggravation, you're going to win if you don't give up. So that's the last thing.
All right, everybody. That was awesome here. And now you see why I tell you I have a new co-host, co-pastor, first lady. I tell you that Trendy Lindy, she broke down the 10 W's on how to become workers and not wishers. We had to go to a commercial break, but just let me tell you something. It is so important. It's so important that you start now. Listen to what Trendy just said. It's important that you start now, even though this show is geared to all of the beauty professionals. But it's not just that. Any walk of life can take those 10 W's and turn it into success. You need to start now. We're not dependent on anybody else.
That's right.
We are going to start now. We are going to change our situation. In life, we are given choices.
Yes.
What choices are we going to make? And we have to live with those choices. All right, everybody. We're talking about workers, not wishers, here on the C. Allen Morning Show. It's time for us to take a break. When we come back, we got an awesome story about one of the clients we want to share with you, and we want to talk to you a little bit more about the last week of our special. All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
14.
All right, everyone, we're back here live. We so appreciate everyone. I tell you, the Twitter feeds and the Facebook is blowing up, talking about workers and not wishers. So we definitely appreciate all of you who are writing in and all of you who are calling in. We definitely appreciate that. So listen to me. In closing, one of the things that I think is crucial, that one, in order to be a worker, not a wisher, I think it goes back, Trendy. It starts with education.
Yes.
It goes back to making sure that we are properly trained, that we have the education piece in place. This will allow us to make better choices.
Yes, definitely.
Make better choices. The next thing is I think it's very important that we get some kind of leadership in our homes. You know, I was talking to Trendy during the break, and I was saying part of the problem is where are the parents that are instilling really good information? If the parents aren't doing it, then auntie need to step up. Uncle needs to step up. If you know that you have heard about little Johnny acting crazy and being out in the streets, Uncle, why don't you go pick him up and take him to the movies? You know, go see Flight, go see something. Why don't you pick him up and take him out, go somewhere and talk about the importance of just doing right. You know, I just think that it's crucial that we have mentorship, we have leadership, you know, and it really is the responsibility of the parent, because one of the things that I'm noticing, Trendy, is that we got a lot of young folks that are just out here that's just angry.
Yes, angry and lost.
They're angry, they lost, and they just need assistance. So I just think that's really important that we try to turn into a worker and not a wisher. We have to train our young ones now. Stop being lazy. Stop lying in the bed. Stop making excuses. When they come to the Bennett Career Institute, a lot of times during the day, we're dealing with just the day-to-day social issues before we can even get them ready in the frame of mind of being a barber or being a hairstylist. We got to deal with all the things that they brought from home before we can even get them straight to move forward. Speaking of the Bennett Career Institute, listen to me, everyone. We're located at 700 Monroe Street, Northeast, Washington, D.C. We are a licensed and accredited barber, cosmetology, makeup artistry school. Now, we have conferences that bring in people from all across the U.S., but most importantly, we train everyday Sabrinas and Johns how to become a licensed barber and cosmetologist. One of the things that we are so proud of is our clinic floors. We cut hair Tuesday through Saturday, and our haircuts are only $5. $5 for regular haircuts. Also, we have parking that's directly across the street from the Institute. There's a lot of construction going on all around us, but do not let that hinder you. All of my senior citizens, when they say, well, we don't know where to park, you have your ride drop you off in front of the building or bring you in around the handicap, around the ramp, and we're able to service you. We have senior citizen days on Tuesdays and Wednesdays where everything is half off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for our senior citizens. Senior citizen starts at 62 years of age. So one of the things that I think is important is it's important that you come out to the local beauty school. Number one, because of not only the prices, but our main focus is hair care. We have licensed instructors on the floor. All services are done under supervision and by senior students, and it's just really important to come by and come by to the school. So it's 700 Monroe Street, Northeast, Washington, D.C. We're right next to the Brooklyn Catholic subway station. So if you're on the train, you can get there. We do hair Tuesday through Saturday. Wednesdays and Fridays is hair price chemical days. And Tuesdays and Wednesdays is senior citizen days. So, you know, Trendy, I tell people all the time that my business has been built off of my senior citizens, because when no one gave us a try, the seniors came in, and that's why you can get a wet set for $10 and press and curl for $12.50 and all that kind of stuff. So it's important to, but I said that to stress the fact that do not let all that construction, we're the heart of Catholic University, do not let all that construction scare you, because there's parking on the back. In the evening, you can park also in our daycare parking lot, but it's important that you come to the school. And some of my seniors I haven't seen in a while, and I'm thinking it's because of the construction, and I don't want that to happen. So I think that's important. Now, one last thing about workers and not wishers. I just think that it's important that we change our mind. I don't know if I mentioned that, Trendy, but it's a mindset. We have to change our mind to get out there and really make it happen. You know, I talked about Acia, how when she was on commission, I don't think she passed out one flyer. She got on Booth Rent, she done gave out 200 flyers in one night. Don't get me started. Let me share this story. On Saturday, we had a lady. I asked her to call in, but maybe she forgot. We had a lady who called the school, and she said that I haven't had my hair done in 8 years. She said I had a bad experience in the salon, and I haven't had my hair done in 8 years. And her name was Jackie. So Miss Jackie called me and said, Mr. Bennett, I want to come in. My hair's natural. Haven't had my hair done in years. She mentioned that she mentioned all kinds of things that was going on with her. I won't tell her personal business, but she really wanted to get her hair done. And what happened was we sent her to Katina Rayford at our Sea Island Salon at 2100 Martin Luther King. And I tell you, if you're my friend on Facebook, please go on there right now and look at the before and after picture. It is amazing. Her hair was matted and it was damaged. She didn't have her hair done in 8 years. All of you on Facebook, look at it and see what Katina Rayford did. She gave her a healthy trim, a blowout, and a curl, and when I tell you, it is phenomenal. You would not believe. In one picture, the first picture is her crying because when she saw how beautiful she was, it was just unimaginable. Wow. So if Miss Jackie is listening, and I told Miss Jackie, I said, see, this is why you need to call into the show and tell it to the listeners, because some of y'all, you sit there, you hear me week after week talk about the Signature Salon or any of the salons, and you still go to the same lady that you've been going to. We're not saying keep going to that lady. We're not trying to steal you from her. What we're saying is just give an opportunity, do something different, try something different. So in the event that your stylist is not there, you can always go to 705 Florida Avenue, 2100 Martin Luther King, 923 U Street, 2824 Georgia Avenue, any other Sea Island salons and spas. But today I sent a special tribute to Miss Katina Rayford, the manager at the Martin Luther King location across from the Big Chair, for doing Miss Jackie, for doing an outstanding job. She called me, Trendy, and she said to me, she said, Sea Island, you were so right. I cannot believe how awesome my hair looked due to this young lady. So I'm telling you, it's not all about gimmicks. It's not all about trying to get you in the chair, try to take your money, sweetie. No, indeed. It's about changing lives. The purpose for us coming on this radio show at TV on Radio 1 is so we can make sure that it is about marketing, getting us out there. But let me tell you something. If we can help someone as we pass along the way, our living will not be in vain. And I'm telling you, it's important that you take part in. Listen, I was in the store yesterday, Trendy, and looked at a lady, and apparently she did her own weave, because you saw all the wefts just sticking out on the top of her head. And I tapped her on the shoulder and I said, Miss, you have to be ashamed of yourself.
You did?
She said, why? I didn't want to go into it. I didn't want her to slap me. But I said, Miss, you have to be ashamed of yourself, because here we are offering 50% off. And you are still going out trying to do things yourself, and it look a hot mess. Our appearance is so important.
It is.
My time is almost up. Listen to me, everyone. 202-526-1400, extension 19. That phone rings on my desk. It may be a holiday for you, but it's never a holiday for Sea Island, because Henrietta taught me today about that 24 hour.
I know, that's right.
So me start watching Housewife of Atlanta and all of that. But it's important to make sure that we really take part and do that. So listen to me. What's important is it is time that you winterize your hair. This is Sea Island from the Bennett Career Institute and the Sea Island Signature Salons and the Sea Island Salons and Spas. I want you to call me now, 202-526-1400, extension 19. The first 5 callers, I'm going to give you the free hydration station, winterizing your hair. My time is up, everybody. Enjoy this Veterans Day. And remember, everybody, pamper yourself, because it's your duty.
Because you are worth it.
All right, everyone. Have a good week. God bless.
Bye-bye.